Good afternoon, investor and corporate. Welcome to SET Digital Roadshow Year-End 2022 Performance Review. This section will run about 45 minutes. Company will start the session with a 30-minute presentation, followed by a 15-minute Q&A section. During Q&A, investors may leave your questions in meeting room chat box or you raise your hand function. We will open your microphone so you can ask the question directly. May I now invite Chipnai Logistics Public Company Limited to start the presentation.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, fund managers, analysts, and interested investors. Welcome to our session for Triple I Logistics this afternoon. So two of us here, myself, Tip, as the Group CEO of Triple I, and Kun Virat with me, the Group CFO. So in order to make this presentation efficiently, so let's separate as the later explained it. So the first part will be the introduction of the companies, followed by the overview of our past performance last year and last quarter, and then I will give our company's outlook, and then follow with the Q&A. All right. So let's go into the introduction of the companies, because I'm not sure if maybe some of you have still have a limited information about us. Okay, let's wait a little bit for the presentation. Where is it? Huh? So for the first part would be the company profile, which I will give you a very brief introduction first. As a logistics company, I just like to highlight here that because logistics is quite a large industry and quite complicated, and just want to highlight that we are not a trucking company or not just a freight forwarder, but we are a logistics company. So I just like to give you this introduction first. So you can see from here that we have 4 business units or 4 BU, comprises of air freight, and second one is our sea and inland transport, logistic management, and also the last BU is chemical and specialty logistics. So these are the main core logistic business of Triple I. Okay, so let's go into the air freight. As some of you may know, that air freight is our main BU. We have 3 main activities under this air freight, right? The first one, which is actually the highlight of this today's meeting as well, which I will explain you later about our ANI project. But let me explain you a little bit about GSA business. GSA stands for General Sales Agent, meaning that we manage air cargo for our airline partners exclusively, and we depends on where they appointed us as their GSA agent. So right now with the ANI project, we have about 10 airport stations that we in Asia that we represent almost 20 airlines in our group. This I will give you more information at the later stage, but just want to explain to you what is a GSA. So mainly it's an exclusive air cargo management for the airlines. And next one is a wholesale freight forwarder. What is the difference between GSA and wholesale is that wholesale is an exclusive agent, meaning that we could have represent as many airlines as we want if we comply their requirements like bank guarantee and volume commitment. So in Thailand, we represent also like close to 20 airlines in exclusively as a wholesale freight forwarder as well. Okay. And the last one of these air freight sector is air cargo terminal. We run our own air cargo terminal in Don Mueang Airport, right, which is a budget airline airport. We had a concession of 5 years and just renew another 3 years. This will be also exclusive air cargo terminal in Don Mueang Airport. Okay, but at the later stage, we will also give you more information about this OTGA or AOTGA plan that we joined with the project. Okay, the second one is the sea freight and inland. Similar to GSA, but sea freight, they call it liner agency or shipping line agencies. We are the JV partner of CK Line from Korea, serving the container line vessel in Asia, from the north part of Asia like Korea, Japan, China, to Southeast Asia, including Bangkok and Vietnam. Okay. Wholesale freight forwarder, we are the JV partner of ECU Line. ECU or ECU is a global company having 160 countries worldwide, specialized in LCL sea freight business, okay, and also inland container trucking. This is our second part. The third BU is logistics management. In this sector, we provide international and domestic. International mean integrated freight forwarding for retail customer, which are exporters, importers. We have worldwide agents to provide sea and air freight for our direct customers, right? And for domestic, we have warehouse management, all that kind of fulfillment service for the e-commerce, and also warehouse and distribution management for traditional and modern trade customers as well. So this is the so-called 3PL or third-party logistics sector. Okay, and the last one, the last BU is chemical and specialty logistics. This is also our second largest BU for III. We have completely integrated logistics service for chemical and hazardous substances. The service covers international transport, warehousing business, and also local transport as well for chemical and hazardous substance. This is a very specialized logistics service. The main customers are those global chemical and pharmaceutical companies, namely like, for example, like Henkel, Dow Chemical, BASF. These are a few of our key customers in Thailand. Currently, we have over 30,000 pallets space or over 30,000 square meters warehouse that cater for chemical and hazardous substance, right? Besides those solid chemical, we also have DG packaging that we acquired DG Packaging Singapore about close to 5 years ago. And we provide packaging service for dangerous goods and also DG declaration for air freight as well, and including ISO tank container for liquid transport. So these briefly are the 4 business units and the main logistic business that we've been doing. And so next, I will ask Kunviraj to give you an overview of our performance in year 2020 and especially also the last quarter as well. And then we'll come back again for the outlook.
Thank you, Khun Thip. Sawasdee krap, all investor, and good afternoon. So on my part, I will provide the summary of the financial performance of the III Logistics Group for the year 2022 compared to previous year 2021. First, okay, on the top line, our total revenue last year we are closing almost 2,800 million baht. Compared to last year is about 5% slightly drop compared to the last year. Okay, the main reason that for our main business unit, which is air freight. That was the number one in terms of our revenue contribution. Air freight, the revenue is dropping about 13%. The reason why that, as we all may know, that on the year 21, during pandemic, that all the air freight, we are using most of the charter flight, so the air freight price are really high at that time. While last year, I think we also still using a lot of the charter flight carry cargo, but since we are gradually resume the commercial flight, like on the passenger flight, particularly for the last second half of the year. So the price is coming down. So that lead to the revenue of the air freight is drop about 13%. And on our second, biggest business unit, that chemical, we are slightly down 4% in the same, because we are doing everything. So we are on the freight, just slightly down, but overall we still carry on. But the last year, the logistics group, that was the third largest business unit. We are doing quite good. We are revenue growth 30%, mainly contribution from our plan to focus on the sea freight since the year before. So on the year 2022, so with the benefit of the really high ocean freight, so we drive the revenue growth to 30%. Right. So that overall the revenue is slightly dropped 5%. I think that will be the only net figure on our performance last year. So when we see on the gross profit margin, that will be one of the important KPI of the logistics company. On the gross profit margin, last year we have total profit margin of 611 million baht. Compared to last year, it's about 16%. That's been although the revenue is dropped slightly of 5%, but we managed to have higher margin. So the margin ratio from 18 already we jump up to about 22. And if you see on every of our business unit, particularly for the two higher, like air freight, although revenue we are dropping 30%, but on the GP margin, we managed to have almost the same compared to last year. Right? That means that the revenue dropped, but we have a better margin last year. Right? And on the second last year business unit, we is a chemical. You see, with they remain the same revenue, but on the profit margin we are doing better. So we are growing 11% on the chemical business unit, and also the logistic revenue growth, and on the margin we even doing better. We logistic profit margin we got 42%. Right. So overall that create the revenue is 5%, but our profit margin is growth 16% compare year on year. Right. So next will be the summary of the net profit. That all the investor we will focus at the bottom line. Last year bottom line we achieved really high at the almost 800 million baht. Right, 795. That would be the best ever year that since we entered into the stock market. And compared to last year, it's even jumped to double, which is to be 117%. Of course, with this, the net profit, we are record the special transaction that we disclosed in our report in the market, that we record about 330 million from the company revalue of the investment in the ACGSAM. Is what on the accounting record that we hold the 20% that we acquisition since the early of the 2022. So at the year end on the accounting method, we have to do like the classify the fair value of the investment. So lead to the gain about 321 baht. But even though we cut off this transaction, we still have over 40% growth. So next page, we will provide a summary that, if we do the normalize our net profit last year, if we didn't consider the one-time gain from the capital gain, right? So the net profit for we just give the summary. If we see on the fourth quarter alone, So fourth quarter net profit, if we deduct from the whole year, from the accounting should be 427 million baht, right? And we also have the gain 320,000 as I just explained before. But at the same time, we also have extra item one-time off on the gain. We also have one-time off that we record in the fourth quarter, that we record the extra debt provision about 52. That debt provision we just make it really conservative provision, because those the provision the counterpart is still our working partner at present. So in conclusion, that we have internally record that our last quarter profit, the normalized should be that was our internally 157 million baht for the quarter fourth alone, right? So that means that you see since the year of 21, although the pandemic impact everyone, but for company we have 8 consecutive quarter growth consecutively that we see in the record. So and for the last year 2022, for if without consideration of the extra item or the gain and loss, so our internally we consider that our normalized net profit last year should be 526 million Thai baht. For even this figure compared to the profit on the year 2021 is still 43%. That would be the big jump. Even we didn't consider the extra item, right? So overall, it's what our outstanding performance year that all management we are happy, and we hope all our investors are very happy with our performance last year too. The next page will be provide the summarize again at like the P&L of Triple I last year. So start from the top line that almost 2,800, 5% the decrease compared to last year, but the GP increased 16%. Then we show the breakdown that why the performance is the very high jump. Because on the green highlight, we see that on the selling expense, although we have the high growth, but we also managed to control our staff expense, particularly on the airport, because since the year 21 we have a lot of suffering, because particularly on the warehouse in Don Mueang, because we have no flight in 2021 that we already plan to downsize, so we have to cut down a lot of costs. So compared to this last year 22 compared 21, so that we have a lot of save, almost 24%. And on the administrative expense, we have the really high increase, but because this was including the extra item 50 million that I already explained, the extra provision, right? But that was on the quarter 4. We also do the provision in the mid-year. So one of the major item of provision that we have the counterpart, one of the ally that they're still working with us, but because they decide their company to go on the rehabilitation program, right? So on the accounting record, all the debt that we do the commercial service with them, but on the accounting record we do very conservative. Then we set up a total AR that we have with them total 33 million to set up the full 100% debt provision that already fully record in last year, that lead to the high jump of the administration. Then I will turn the investor attention to see on the light blue shade, right? That one of the important transaction that the recently growth of the Triple I is from the share profit from the investment that we are doing before our IPO and after IPO. Several projects of our M&A have already turned out the profit. So last year we have the share profit from the investment that we have on this group, both air freight and also chemical and another. Totally gain we have from JV and investment last year is about 624 million Thai baht. So compared to last year, it's about 411 million baht increase. So it's about almost 200%, well, less than 192% increase compared to last year, right? So that would be one of the reasons to the net profit. It's increasing to be almost 800 million baht or 428 million Thai baht or 117 increasing, right? And even we cut down, as I explained before, cut down that extra item 220, so we still have around the 100 million Thai baht increasing overall, right? That will summarize that why our performance last year is really good or like outstanding that explained. The last page we provide the breakdown from the one line that from the gain from the JV and associate. So we break down according to business unit, right? That okay, the expansion we do first on air freight, right? We have the project of ANI, the regional GSA that could explain more. You see the performance on the year 22. Although the revenue last year ANI have about 5,385 million Thai baht. Compared to last year, it's about a dropping because the year before the revenue is about almost 7,000 million Thai baht. Because the reason is the same because of the really high air freight compared to the last year, right? Because we have to sell the GSA more on commercial flight. But the profit margin, you see, the last year, it was a big jump to 1,079 million Thai baht. And then we hold 51% share. So we have share profit only from the ANI, 542. That means it's about 235% jump. Of course, because it was including the extra item that we explained, right? So on the triple I, on the share profit, it's 220, but in the ANI alone, it's about double, about 640. But even though we didn't consider that, the profit of ANI is still really high growth. Right? And the second important would be our investment in the OTCA. As I could explain that it was the car handling, that joint venture between us and triple I and Sky, our partner. Joint venture under the name SAL with AOT to be OTCA that operate right now operate two major airports, Don Mueang and Phuket, right? So last year the investment that we have in the OTCA about 13%. We got the share profit of 26 million compared to last year that we're making loss. So this year we have the huge profit gain, right? So the net profit last year that OTCA made about 120. This is what the record profit in the SAL on the OTCA will be double, about 240, right? So that will be the big chunk of our investment in OTCA. And I just put a remark that good performance is particularly on the last quarter alone, right? So that means that the earlier of the year 22, like the first half, they still didn't make good profit. The good profit they come out from the last quarter because all the commercial flight resuming back to both Don Mueang and at Phuket. So need to OTCA, they strike back from loss to be profit. Right. And then on those seafarer related, like Ecu Worldwide and CK Line, right? Last year also we have benefit from the high ocean freight. So from these two companies, we record share profit almost 30 million, right? And on the chemical group, DG Packaging in Singapore, that we was the first M&A that we done since the first year that we go to public stock market. So these companies still making constant profit. Last year, the share profit 30 million. That's okay. On the chemical group, we have share of 34%. 34.7 almost billion Thai baht. That will be the summary of our investment that we have totally 624 almost million Thai baht from the total investment we do on the air freight and everyone. That will be one of the reasons to our good performance. So that will be the short summary of our triple I financial performance. So the next will be the outlook from Khun Thip.
Okay, thank you, Khun Vilas. So in order to save some time for the Q&A, I'll go quickly again for the our business outlook. First of all, I'd like to highlight here again about our company's vision and aspiration and our growth theme for the years to come. Right? We aim to be the leading Thai logistics group in Asia through logistics and beyond. Okay, so what is logistics and beyond in our sense is that logistics, we've been doing this for over 25 years, and we know that in order to be sustainable and continue growing, we need to be also innovative and try to develop a new innovative business, a logistic business for years to come. And we divided into a few growth themes here for your better understanding. The first one is the beyond boundary. We aim to become a leading regional logistic player, and ANI is proven to be the very first successful case for our beyond boundary, meaning that we will not limit ourselves by doing business only in Thailand, but we want to expand and become a regional company. And I wish I will explain you a little bit more in the next slide to give you a better understanding of ANI and our GSA and as a regional company. Okay. The second growth theme is beyond traditional logistics service. We give you some example like OTCA or Air Cargo Terminal Operator, which is also very unique and also like a concession business, including our rail freight development. So these two samples are to give you a better understanding of the what is beyond traditional logistics service, which you don't find it so common in the market. The third one is beyond traditional platform, including like digital platform, e-logistics platform, whereby we have studied and invested in a few companies, including Sabai Speed, Make Sense, and also some investment in a venture cap, a small venture cap that specialized in startup, profitable and selective startup, where we invested in Galaxy Ventures. And the last growth theme is beyond existing expertise, which this year we plan to start the Super Express or Next Flight Out service, which I will explain again at a later stage. Okay, so next page will give you a little bit more about ANI. ANI is Asia Network International. This company we plan to spin off this year. Plan to submit the filing by end of April next month, and hopefully that we could IPO it within the next 6 months, which is around October or November this year. Okay, so ANI would be the very first company for Triple I to spin off, and would be the very first company doing the GSA business, which is a very niche but interesting logistics segment in the Thai stock market. Right, so you hardly find this GSA business even in the Asian stock market. This ANI we had acquired Asia GSA Malaysia another 80% already last year. So we already complete our 100% acquisition of Asia Malaysia and restructure under ANI, which is the holding company for GSA, having head office in Bangkok in order to be listed in set by this year as explained. Okay, so this year we can expect that another growth for Triple I from ANI Group as their performance has been outstanding, especially from during the COVID. And this year, even the freight rate worldwide has been declining, but we still can expect some growth from this group as well. So this is our big growth that for III as a highlight for the new project this year. Okay. Next is the ODGA. Okay, ODGA stands for Airport Authority, AOT, Ground Aviation. Okay, as you see from the left corner, the shareholding structure of SAL, right? III is the main shareholder together with Sky, under SAL, and SAL is the JV partner of AOT to form AOTGA. So ODGA has started the concession in Phuket since April 2021. Okay, right during the COVID. So we start really from negative start, and at the last quarter last year, the company already performing a very outstanding performance, becoming positive, and we could expect the quite outstanding performance this year as well. So ODGA would be our interesting and quite big project besides being the single operator in Phuket and Don Mueang. Recently, only about 2 to 3 weeks ago, the government, the Thai government has already approved the third-party operator in Suvarnabhumi, Bangkok Airport, right? So the AOT will have to do the bidding and complete within around June or mid of this year, so within the next 2 to 3 months. And we hope that ODGA will be the one that will also operate as a third operator in Suvarnabhumi Airport. And the concession expected to be 25 years in Suvarnabhumi Airport. For your information, in Phuket, the concession is 15 years. Okay, so we hope that we can expect that ODGA will be quite a big jump in the years to come. Okay, so thank you so much. I may not be able to finish or answer all the questions, but if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us directly after the meeting. Okay, so thank you for your kind interest and look forward to see you again. Thank you. Thank you, Seth Cup.
Thank youครับสวัสดีครับ
Thank you very much ขอบคุณทางบริษัทด้วยนะครับ
Bye bye.